So I'm Meithya from UCLG ASPAC, but although the coverage area of UCLG ASPAC is of course Asia Pacific, but our project is focused on Indonesian local government. So I'm going to talk about a little bit about the implementations of SDGs in Indonesia, and then I'm going to talk about what we do in the localized SDGs project. So yeah, the implementation of SDGs in Indonesia, we have national regulations for the implementations, and we also have a coordinating ministry, National Development Planning Agencies, or we usually call it Bappenas. And then also we have a presidential decree specifically stipulated on the implementation of SDGs at national and local level. So in terms of localizing SDGs, the role of subnational government is to prepare a local action plan, and then also, but unfortunately, for the local action plan, only prepared by a provincial level, not city or regency level. So we have 34 provinces in Indonesia, and then based on these regulations, the provincial government not only prepare the local action plan, but also supervise, evaluate, and prepare the reports on the implementation SDGs at local level. And then, because the regulations just released last year, so the implementation itself still in the process, and this year, most provincial governments are still preparing the local action plan. Only like 50% of the provinces already launched, but still there are many provincial governments still cannot finish the local action plan. So this is one of our problems. And also, could you please change the slide? So this is the list of the provincial governments who have finalized the local action plan. And this action plan also legitimate by the regulations, local regulations. Pergub is the governor regulations for the local action plan. And then next slide. Next slide, please. Okay, so this is the reporting mechanism for SDGs Indonesia. At subnational level, governors should submit the report on the implementations of SDGs local action plan to Bappenas and Ministry of Home Affairs. So the reporting itself will be conducted next year. And then, okay, so next slide, please. So this is our project. The aim of our project is to strengthen the capacity of local governments and their associations to plan, implement, and monitoring the SDGs at local level. Basically, we focus on the training sessions and also the knowledge shared platform. We have a website to help local government to learn about SDGs. And then next slide, please. This is our coverage area. So we trained local governments from 6 provinces and 14 cities. So we divided into 2 sections, western part and eastern part of Indonesia. We already conduct 16 trainings, and based on our trainings, we collect data about the implementations of SDGs at local level. So we found out that I think we have similar problems in localizing SDGs. For example, like how to find the data for preparing the indicators, and then we also deal with the capacities of local government officers in understanding SDGs. For example, in the provincial level, since they have they have obligations to prepare local action plan on SDGs. They quite well exposed on the issues on SDGs, but at cities and regency level, there are still a gap, and there's still lack of understandings on what SDGs is. Some local government officers think that there's still global, the SDG is still a global agenda that need to be enforced into their local plan. So our challenge is just to how to change the mindset, how to use SDGs framework to prepare sustainable local development plan. So that's one challenge, and also how to ensure them that SDGs can help them improve their plan, and to provide the framework to improve the public services, for example. So that's our challenge at the local level. And then also they still think about how to finance SDGs, as they think that SDGs is a new kind of a program from national governments. So there must be some incentive or additional financing that should be provided by local government, by national government, so the program on SDGs can be implemented at local level. So one of our purpose in the training also to raise awareness that you can use a non-government fund to finance SDGs program. For example, you can also start to engage non-state stakeholders for financing SDGs program. So next slide, please. Yeah, so this is our pictures of our training at local level. So most of our trainings are attended not only by local government officers, but also from non-state stakeholders. We invite CSOs, we invite also private sectors at that respective regions, so we can share what kind of initiative that we can collaborate in the next futures. And then for our next project, we will support associations of Indonesian municipalities, is the local government associations, to prepare VLR, voluntary local report, and we try to facilitate our local government associations to have communications with Bappenas, so they can also include in the process of preparing the VNR. So I think that's all. If you have any questions, I would like to answer it. Thank you.